everyone. This vlog is titled, named and framed as Space and Self-Identification in Any Relationships. First point, if you reflect, if you observe, if you view it from the bird view, if you have the eagle view, any relationship, any new connection will always give you a lot of excitement, a lot of pleasure, a lot of goosebumps, or let's say butterflies, or let's say the whole damn zoo. Why? The space element plays the most vital and invisible role in that fresh or new relationship or connection. How? Whenever anything needs development, learning, or growth, it needs space to develop. This is the most fundamental nature of nature in reference of learning and growth and evolution. If it is always framed, has a checklist, has a norm, has a ritual, has do's and don'ts, has a punishment flow for being or judged wrong or framed wrong, then this process itself shows that there is no space. Let's say you want to plant a tree. When you plant a tree, you only give it the fundamental it needs, which is, let's say, water, air, sunlight, and lot of, let's say, food, plant food I'm referring to. Now, what do? Do you confine it, thinking, believing, and wanting, desiring, and needing that the first branch of the plant or the tree should only come from the right side, from the northeastern corner? No, we don't do that. That is why vegetation develops faster than a human being. Why? Because it has space in it. It is growing in space, free space, space which is available. That is why it is one of the oldest multicellular organisms we have on this planet. Why? They grow, evolve, learn, become better in space. Any connection will need space. Now what happens? The connection which is new, which is fresh, you start enjoying it, start relishing it, and then the pathetic, invisible problem happens. It takes place on its own into the unconscious of usually the best of people. Is they start framing it, they start naming it, and very soon they start reducing the space of the connection. They start reducing the space of that human being. They start reducing the space of that person they are connected with. Now, the self-identification comes in the picture. Every person always self-identifies himself or herself according to her understanding or his understanding. So what happens? When a person is always self-identified, the person would always want everything around him or her, each person including according to their checklist, according to their spectrum of understanding, according to the need, wish, want, desire of physical, mental, and emotional needs. So now the space is getting less for the opposite person. Now the opposite person is no more functioning in space or in free space. Now the entire connection is now no more functioning or breathing space. Now it is falling into a framework. Now it is falling into a checklist where there is do's and don'ts, rules and norms. There are so many unconscious expectations bombarded, and so on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. It goes on to such an extent that very soon both the people start suffocating each other. What is going wrong? What is going wrong is that whenever you are self-identified, you by default always make it a point that the same self-identification is implanted, superimposed onto the other person as well. You want the other person to be self-identified with you as only yours. Just like the thoughts you are self-identified with, the emotions you are self-identified with, the things you have in your life self-identified with. You want the other person to be just as the self-identification you have with your car or with your mobile phone. You want the person to reduce herself or himself to be a mobile phone with you. That's it. You are reducing and killing the element, the human element, which was so beautiful when the connection began. Why? Because you don't give space. Space is required to grow. Space is required to evolve. Give space. Accept the other person as it is. Give space so that both can grow together and make the connection deeper. Take care of you.